should have gotten my iPad. Give me 2 seconds.
So are we already starting?
It's updating. Can I use your phone?
Sir, this is very unprofessional.
We're unprofessional here.
We are going through it.
Welcome to... We didn't figure out a name. You know what? We're just gonna cut. Hi! Welcome to the cooking show working title. Today we are going to be making, what are they called? Cinnamon roll cookies. That's what I'm calling them. That's what you can call them too. So we have some of our ingredients all here kind of ready. We'll get there. We're gonna start with our butter. Actually, I should see what it actually tells me to start with. We're gonna start with our butter. First, you gotta take the wrapper off the butter. If you didn't know that, well, that's why I'm here. Pro tip, don't mix it with the paper on. It doesn't come off automatically, nor does it dissolve off of the butter. You have to physically get it off. Okay, you need another one because you need 1 cup of butter. So we're gonna get fat on butter. Better butter. Bam! Just like the professionals do it. What's next? First, you wipe off your hands. Now you take your 1 cup of sugar, because if we weren't getting fat off the butter, we're getting fat off the sugar. I hope that was sugar. Oh, I need beaters. Why didn't somebody give me beaters? Ah! Try that again. Why didn't somebody get me beaters? Better, butter, beat us. Plug it in, plug it in. Now where are my beaters? Oh, I left the straw down there. Plug it in, plug it in. Okay. We're gonna beat these. Beat these. Beat them, beat them, beat them. 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 Beat them, 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 beat them. Beat them, beat them, beat them, beat them, beat them. Beat them, beat them, beat them, beat them. Ooh, okay. Until it's nice and slight, what does it say? Fluffy, that's what my script says. Now you need 2 eggs. You're gonna add 1 at a time, unless you can multitask. But I can't, as we clearly saw. Now, ignore the dates on here. We got fresh eggs from the chickens. If you didn't know they came from chickens, eggs come from chickens. And this egg was born on September 22nd. So, yeah, important information. We're gonna bring the trash right here. Okay, there's 1 egg. And another egg. And you wash your hands, because COVID. We're gonna beat those together and maybe we'll get the butter off. We need vanilla in here too. So, this is very real vanilla, very professional, only comes from the finest of plants. We need 1 tablespoon of vanilla. That is a lot. Who measured this out? Smell the vanilla. Indulge in the vanilla. I should have done it over the bowl. That is why. Now before we mix that, we clean up our workspace because we are professional here. Okay, hopefully it's... Now that we are all cleaned up, we're gonna mix that into it as well. Mix, 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 mix. Looks like when I'm in the water for too long, my fingers get all crippled. All right, script that I didn't care to memorize. What's next? Professional here. Next, we're going to add the flour, the salt, and the baking powder. That's right. So you need 3 cups of flour. So this is not gluten-free at all. Just saying. Hope you figured that out. Whoop. Buddy, what's next? Salt. You need half a teaspoon of salt. That is not half a teaspoon, but it was. But that cup is, it's whatever. Keep up. Next, I need the cinnamon. The cinnamon. The cinnamon. Oh. Why didn't somebody open this for me? So we need 2 teaspoons. So we're just gonna do it over the trash right here. Oh. Oh. We're gonna dump that right in there. Out of there. Well, oh hey! Look at that. There was a shaker. Meh. We're done with you for now. Be gone. Lastly, hold please. Lastly, in this bowl, we need the baking powder. Now, I have a very special baking powder that is exactly measured out to 3 teaspoons. So, we're gonna put this into our cookies. And we're gonna really, really enjoy them. Now we mix this until it forms a firm dough. Kind of how my glutes are not. Very useful tip that I totally came up with and not the cameraman. Scrape the sides for full. Ignore the metal things in there. They do not come included. What? Can't you see I'm making a video? Congratulations, mother. Close all your rings. I am not. Instead, I'm gonna get fat off of cookies. Because happy holidays, folks. Wherever you may be. Now, you get your tongs back in here, your beaters. And you finish mixing. The next thing you could be doing is getting your oven to preheat, so then you don't have to wait for it like I do. Because you guys don't see the struggle that I have to go through, because we just cut all that lollygagging, all that flish flosh, all that fluffity fluff that nobody cares for, because we here, we don't have any fluff. We don't have any flip flop, nor do we. That, my friends, is preheating. So in that meantime, we can move all of this over. Get over, Betty. You will need a cookie sheet, unless you're making a cake. Which if you are, then why are you here? That's what I'd like to know. Next, we gotta make these into little balls. Little doughy balls. Balls of the dough. Metal not included. We're going to take an ice cream scoop. It's kind of big, but you get big cookies.
Okay, we're live.
Isn't ready. We're going to make little balls of dough. Like that. Wash your hands and wear a mask, kids. All right, so we're gonna scoop it. We're gonna go. Oh, look, that kind of worked. We're gonna scoop it. We're gonna go. No, that's not the kind of we wanted. That's gonna be huge. Don't be afraid to just get up in there. Play with that dough. Feel the dough. Just don't mush it, because you're making a ball. And once you have them, these are gonna be kind of big. So if you need another baking sheet to do another batch, it's fine. But you're gonna pat them a little bit, make them a little flat, so that they actually go down and become a cookie. Because we ain't making cinnamon balls here. No siree. Once you have that all patted down, all rolling the doughy little goodnesses, we put them into the oven for 7 to 9 minutes. I knew that. So, we're gonna put them in the oven, put them in the oven, put them in the oven, put them in the oven. It doesn't fit that way, so we're gonna put them that way. Next batch goes on the bottom shelf. Rack thing. And we're done with that. Now that the cookies are baked, we gotta do the frosting. First, we're going to need this. What's this called? The cream cheese. Cream cheese. So, we're going to be making a cream cheese frosting. So if you don't like cream cheese, you can use regular frosting, but usually cream cheese goes with cinnamon rolls. That's what we're making, cinnamon roll cookies. Get out. And we need butter. Butter. How much butter? Are we using this whole thing? 8 tablespoons. We're using that whole thing. And then we need another stick of butter, because if we weren't fat enough off that 2 sticks of butter, we gotta get a 3rd stick of butter in that lovely frosting we're going to have. Now we're going to beat these with a beater until they're nice and floofy. Not the type of floof that we were talking about earlier. The good kind of floof. And once you get that floofy, we're gonna add powdered sugar. Sugar. How much powdered sugar is this? This is 2.5 cups. So we're gonna get even more fat on more sugar. You're gonna put it in here. We're gonna mix till it's smooth, like butter. Look how smooth that is. Can you see that there? That is smooth. So that means we're done with that. But we're not done with the frosting. We gotta add vanilla. We need a teaspoon of vanilla here. Then we're gonna need some milk. Now the milk, you add as much as you need or desire. So first, we dump that in. And then we're done with that. We're gonna try 1 teaspoon first. If we're thinking we need more, we'll do a second teaspoon. Don't worry, folks. We can clean it. We got this. This happens all the time in the kitchen. You know, mistakes can be made. And if they are, then you clean them up. And then they're as if they never even happened. We mix it. Now I'm gonna add that second teaspoon just for good measure, just for kicks and giggles. Let's try not to make a mess this time. That went way better than the first time. And then we mix one more time. And voila, you got your frosting. Now you can put them into like the little piping bags and do cute little swirls. But here at Working Title, we aren't about that life. So we're just gonna spoon it out and spread it on. So let's grab the cookies. All right, we got our cute little cookies here. They're all ready to be frosted. So let's hurry and frost them with a spoon. Because here at Working Title, we're professional. And now you have beautiful cinnamon roll cookies. You know, you can do a little added touch to it to make it more pretty, more presentable. You could get a little more cinnamon and sprinkle it over the cookies on the frosting. Well, that's just if you want to be pretty. But I mean, you know, you eat it, it doesn't come out as pretty, so why put in the effort? It's always been my motto. And now you can eat, you can feast, and voila. Thank you for joining me here at Working Title, where we take baking super seriously. And let me know if they worked out for you. Because if they didn't, then you didn't follow me exactly the right way. Whatever the right way is. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me being a weirdo, being a cooking not professional. Let me know if you guys actually tried to make this. I will leave the actual precise ingredients down in the description below, and along with the instructions, so you guys can actually read and not follow along my weirdness. But let me know if you guys do try to make this and if they worked out. So far they seem like they worked out. The dough and the frosting tasted good. Now we gotta try one. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. It's always appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye. Jingle bell, 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 bell.